Trump is still taking a lot of backlash for his role in helping Puerto Rico. These people still don't have the supplies that have been sent down there yet. They are still waiting. Trump slams Puerto Rico mayor for poor leadership, says they want everything done for them. Is this man even human? His response, it's almost like Trump has not been socialized around people. How do you lead a nation when you don't even like people, especially if they don't look like you? Let's go ahead and listen to this video.
The other crisis facing President Trump this morning, he is defending the relief effort in Puerto Rico as one administration official comes under fire for calling the response a, quote, good news story. The president is up and tweeting about it this morning.
Meanwhile, the three-star general sent to Puerto Rico by the administration to oversee relief efforts says more help is needed. ABC's Gloria Rivera is in Washington, D.C. Gloria, good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Dan. That's right. There are more than 4,600 military personnel in Puerto Rico now. The Defense Department says they will send more as the White House pushes back against mounting criticism. It failed to grasp the severity of the storm and mobilize relief efforts on the scale they were needed. This morning, the president and his team in charge of helping Puerto Rico are fighting criticism that the federal response is falling short and out of touch amidst new calls for help.
This is not a response that's demonstrative of our power and our wealth. And I'm tired of the president always talking about how much it's going to cost. It's costing lives.
Criticism erupting when acting Homeland Security Secretary Elaine Duke made this claim on Thursday.
I am very satisfied. It is really a good news story in terms of our ability to reach people and the limited number of deaths that have taken place in such a devastating hurricane.
The backlash playing out live on national television.
This is not a good news story. This is a people are dying story.
Duke in Puerto Rico on Friday backed off, saying the situation is not satisfactory, but
we are getting there.
At the White House, ABC's John Carl pressed the president for clarity.
Was Elaine Duke wrong to say that Puerto Rico was a good news story?
Well, I haven't heard what she said. I can tell you this. We have done an incredible job, considering there's absolutely nothing to work with.
The president then tweeting this morning, the mayor of San Juan has now been told by the Democrats that you must be nasty to Trump. The president adding, such poor leadership ability by the mayor and others in Puerto Rico who are not able to get their workers to help. They want everything done for them. And now reports of a disconnect in the administration's response to Hurricane Maria. The storm making landfall on Wednesday, September 20th. President Trump issuing an emergency declaration. After meetings in New York the next day, the president left for his golf course in Bedminster. The Washington Post citing a senior administration official saying Trump spoke briefly to Duke about Puerto Rico on Friday, but not again until Tuesday after seeing images of the vast devastation across the island. During that time, the president turning his attention to the NFL and the national anthem protests, the fight over healthcare, and rising tensions with North Korea. The president today will be taking calls with the governor of Puerto Rico, the commissioner there, and other officials. Trump will also travel to Puerto Rico on Tuesday. That is almost 2 weeks after the hurricane hit. Dan, Paula.
Gloria Rivera, thank you.
That is outrageous. That
more in all
2 weeks after a hurricane, now he wants to make a visit. The supplies and the food and water is still not there. Trump slammed the mayor of Puerto Rico, capital, for poor leadership. How is this poor leadership on her part, being that two back-to-back major Category 4 and 5 hurricanes hit Puerto Rico? I don't think anybody could really have good leadership in those kind of circumstances. You just got to do the best that you can. But what do you expect them to do? Get by with nothing? I just can't believe they're going through all of this, and Trump is complaining about their reaction. They're American citizens. That's why they're reacting that way. And you're supposed to be the American president. But maybe a lot of Hispanics in this country will finally wake up and realize people like Trump don't give a damn about you. They don't care if you live or die. A day after the mayor criticized a Trump administration official positive assessment of the situation in the hurricane-ravaged U.S. territory, Trump also suggests politics lay at the heart of the critical comments by San Juan Mayor Carmen Yulín Cruz, claiming that she has been told by Democrats that you must be nasty to Trump. He suggests officials or people on the island. It is not clear exactly who the president is referring to, are not doing enough themselves to recover from the crisis left by Hurricane Maria, that they want everything done for them. The houses are rubble. What is a mayor supposed to do if the houses are reduced to rubble? Recover what? Debris? This is Trump's tweet. The mayor of San Juan, who was very complimentary only a few days ago, has now been told by the Democrats that you must be nasty to Trump. This is what he tweeted. Instead of being concerned about the supplies and food and medicine and everything, making it to the people, this is what he's on Twitter doing. Is this man even human? That's right, he's a hybrid. This is definitely not human behavior. This is another tweet by Trump. Such poor leadership ability by the mayor of San Juan and others in Puerto Rico who are not able to get their workers to help. They, and then here's more of Trump's tweet, want everything done for them when it should be a community effort. 10,000 federal workers now on island doing a fantastic job. Really? They're starving. This man can't be for real. Woo, this man is horrible during a crisis. If we ever had to go through a nationwide crisis, ladies and gentlemen, don't lean on Trump for anything. This man is not a leader. And I'm sorry, he is not a leader. And like I said before, it is painfully obvious Trump did not run his companies. He just hired a whole bunch of lawyers and staff that actually ran his businesses. He didn't do nothing. Trump praised military and first responders for their relief efforts in Puerto Rico. And here's another tweet from Trump. The military and first responders, despite no electric, roads, phones, etc., have done an amazing job. Puerto Rico was totally destroyed. It still is. What you mean was? Oh my God. Woo, man. Black community, we need an emergency plan of our own, excluding the American government. One that we need to put together for ourselves and not rely on anybody in this government. The president's criticism of San Juan mayor drew a strong response from some on Twitter, including famed Hamilton creator Lin Manuel Miranda. Addressing Trump directly, Miranda said Cruz has been working 24/7 while you have been golfing. Trump sent his tweet Saturday from his golf club in New Jersey. Oh yeah, he's real concerned about those Puerto Ricans. And here is Lin Manuel Miranda's tweet. She has been working 24/7. You have been golfing. You're going straight to hell. Fastest golf cart you ever took. And this is the mayor, I guess, hugging someone from an elderly nursing home there in Puerto Rico. Man. Following Trump's tweet this morning, a senior White House official was asked whether the president will meet with Cruz when he visits the U.S. territory Tuesday. The White House official said, not sure. She has been invited to FEMA Command Center several times to see operations and be part of efforts, but so far has refused to come. Maybe too busy doing TV? Trump criticism of Cruz comes after the mayor's widely publicized rebuke Friday of acting Homeland Security Secretary Elaine Duke, calling the situation in Puerto Rico with relief efforts progressing a good news story. They have no electricity, they have no water, they have no food, they have no medicine, and she's calling it a good news story. Duke on Friday afternoon added to her assessment earlier in the week, saying that while she is proud of the federal response to the destruction on the island, the situation on the ground is not satisfactory. Then you're not doing a good job, and this is not a feel-good story. You know what the problem is with Trump's cabinet? These are rich and very incompetent people. That's what they are. Do you know that Trump said he does not want poor people employed at the White House? So if you're just some average Joe on the street, he doesn't want you in his White House. He only wants wealthy people in these positions. And you are seeing, ladies and gentlemen, just how incompetent these people are. And they are because they get everything done for them. They don't do actual work. He's got probably the most incompetent cabinet I have ever seen in my life, along with him, Trump himself, being incompetent. I mean, he's complaining about the mayor who's been trying to, and the governor who's been trying to get his attention now for nearly 2 weeks to help these people. And he's got the nerve to be angry and complaining about these people. I bet if Trump's family was starving for 2 weeks, he wouldn't be so silent either. And the size of Trump don't look like he's missed too many meals. Prior to the acting secretary's remarks Friday afternoon, Cruz slammed her earlier comments. This is not a good news story. This is a people are dying story, Cruz said in an interview on CNN on Friday morning. Maybe from where she's standing, it's a good news story. When you are drinking from a creek, it's not a good news story. When you don't have food for a baby, it's not a good news story, Cruz said. I'm sorry, but that really upsets me and frustrates me. The mayor also said she had a message for Trump, asking him to step up relief efforts for the entire island of Puerto Rico, not just the capital of San Juan. This is a message for Trump. Thank you for calling San Juan yesterday and listening for our May Day call. There are 77 other towns that are waiting anxiously and will be very grateful to you and to the American people if you continue to step up the moral imperative that you have taken on all over the world to help those in need. So help us, Cruz said. You can see a road completely torn apart by the hurricane right here. Wow. That is pretty bad. Trump on Saturday morning also criticized the media, claiming that, here we go again, fake news. This is all we get from this man. This helps no one. Fake news networks are disparaging the relief work of soldiers and first responders on the island. Unbelievable. And this is Trump's tweet, pretty much saying the same thing. Wow. He is so clueless. Here's another tweet from Trump on Saturday. I will be going to Puerto Rico on Tuesday with Melania. We'll hopefully be able to stop at the U.S. Virgin Islands. People working hard. The fake news networks are working overtime in Puerto Rico, doing their best to take the spirit away from our soldiers and first responders. First R's, shame. No, what's a shame is your overall response to these people and their plight, and then you fighting with them, and they still have not been helped. And then acting like you didn't want to help them in the first place. Ooh, man. Again, Black people, we have to get our own disaster recovery plans together where we do not have to rely on the U.S. government, because this man is so cold and so callous, he can't help any damn body in this situation. Look how torn up Puerto Rico is. And he's got the nerve to be upset that they're complaining. This is unbelievable. Please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. And if you can donate to my channel, please do. And I also want to send out a prayer to all of the Israelites that are on the island of Puerto Rico. And may the Most High place a hedge of protection around you through this terrible crisis going on there. I know how dire the situation really is. Peace, family.